some people.
Hey! How about that? Mama knows how to make a good Bloody Mary. Hi guys, it's Evelina here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm kicking off a new series on my channel. It's called Cocktails with Evie. Basically, if you have been following me around for a while, you know that I've had this series called Evelina's Fashion Cafe, where I would just sit down and sit with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and talk about fashion, mostly fashion, and sometimes some weird things. But I decided that I've grown up, you guys have grown up, I wanted to graduate Fashion Cafe into something a little more spicy, a little more fun, so hence Cocktails with Evie was born. So the gist of this series is I'm just going to start by making some kind of ridiculous cocktail. This is not exactly ridiculous, it's just a Bloody Mary, but I had to do it because I love tomatoes and what a special thing to do to celebrate the first episode of my new series. And I'm going to talk about some controversial-ish topics, whether it's in the fashion, beauty industry, and my own personal story times. I've always wanted to share a bunch of story times with you guys because Lord knows I've had a pretty freaking crazy life and, well, I'm still living, okay? I'm not that old, but I've had some pretty crazy things happen to me, so I thought I would kick off a little series to just do a little chit chat with you. This is gonna be every single Friday, so whether you're coming back from work, school, whatever, just grab a little drink with me, sit down. You know, we've grown up from Fashion Cafe. If you're underage, just grab a tea or a coffee and pretend it's Fashion Cafe. And before I get into it, I wanted to ask you guys to like this video. I've never tried this before, but I'm super curious if you guys could get this video to 20,000 likes. I know that would be super insane and super crazy, and I'll like probably die. But yeah, if you could hit that like button, I think it would be super awesome. You guys know that I've been working in the fashion industry for the past couple of years with vlogging and shooting and hosting different shows and working with different brands. So I'm pretty familiar with how the industry works, both on a social media, kind of new media basis, and also like an old, more traditional form of fashion world. I'm familiar with both. These are sort of the things that have kind of accumulated in my brain for the past couple of years, and I finally have the courage to speak out. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments because shit's about to get crazy. So the number one lie in the fashion industry is that expensive clothes are better. And I'm not talking the difference between the price points of a $10 Forever 21 shirt and an $80 Rag & Bone shirt, because obviously the quality of Rag & Bone is going to be much higher than Forever 21. Both are great for whatever you're trying to do. If you're just getting something quick to wear, or if you're just investing in a piece, of course there's going to be a quality difference. There's going to be the difference called the fabric is woven, the quality of the fabric, the quality of the stitching, the quality of the design, of course. I'm talking about the thousands of dollars for a jacket and thousands of dollars for a shirt. Stuff like that, it doesn't get that much better. That's like a medium price point of $500. I don't care if it's cashmere harvested from Mount Everest. You know, Jesus himself went with his hands and plucked out the plants and wove the silk, and then Pope Francis came down and blessed it with holy water. It's just not worth thousands of dollars. I do really like luxury fashion. I invest in nice pieces all the time, and those pieces are bags and shoes, and I do like sort of like the mid-range price point. There's just really no difference of a $20,000 coat and a $500 coat. You're gonna pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for a piece that they're gonna tell you it's out of style next season anyway. And this brings me to my next point, is that you have to buy the best next thing that's currently in season. And it used to be where there's 4 seasons in fashion, or sort of 2, you know, fall, winter, spring, summer, so it just kind of falls into like those 2 crucial times a year. But now it's not just fall and spring, it's actually every single week there's a new collection at Forever 21 and H&M and Zara. They have to bring something in every single week. So what they want to tell you, basically what you bought, you know, 3 weeks ago is no longer in. You need to stay up to date. You need to constantly be shopping and buy the best new thing that's on the market right now. I personally, I try not to have too many things. I currently have a little bit more than I would want to, but I recycle and rewear the things that I've had for years and years, and I don't care if it's not the hottest ruffle top in season right now. Of course I do like to stay up to date with the trends, but you really don't have to. Don't let them feed you this consumerist mentality that you need the best thing right now, that your amazing bag is just the silhouette is just not in style right now, you need to buy the new thing. It's all about how you style the pieces. It's all about how you wear them. It's just, they're essentially trying to get you to spend more money and buy more stuff and feel like you're never good enough. So you constantly have to buy more and more things. And the next thing I personally have a huge problem with, because I feel like it's really not cool, bigger brands steal ideas. And I'm not talking about, you know, counterfeit things, people like making a Chanel bag, like a fake bag, or copying like a silhouette of a jacket. There was this big scandal with Zara that came out this past year. You know, the patchwork has been really popular, like people put patches on their denim, on their jackets, so it's been like a really big thing, and a lot of independent small artists would create these patches and post them on Instagram, and brands like Zara would just completely rip off the exact same design, which I know they produce so much stuff, so to some people it can be like, well, it's just a coincidence, you know, they have to come up with something new every single week. So it's been known that these people just kind of, whoever is responsible for their design team, they just go after these little artists and people that makes the coolest designs, and then they just rip it off like almost an exact same copy and make their own pieces. And I feel like that's just so not cool, because obviously that small artist is not gonna go in a lawsuit against Zara. Like you can't just, one does not simply sue Inditex. That's insane. So yeah, that just kind of makes me sad. I feel like there should be a little bit more integrity in that aspect, but what can you do? Another thing that actually like pisses me off so much, and I see it on like big publications, Cosmo, Elle magazine, Vogue, that you can't wear certain things at a certain age, you know, like this is what you wear for your 20s, this is what you wear for your 30s, this is what you wear in your 50s. Bitch! If I want to wear a rave outfit, I'm gonna wear a rave outfit. If I'm gonna be in my 50s and I want to wear a Slavic Adidas suit with sneakers and wear heels with it, I'm gonna wear whatever the heck I want. Who is it to say what you can wear and what you cannot wear? I just feel like there's always just so many preconceived notions of, oh, like, so in your 30s you just have to cover up a little bit more and you have to dress a little bit more stricter, or people that say like, oh wow, you really aren't dressing age appropriately. I mean, of course, if you're gonna be in your 50s or 60s, it's probably not the most flattering look to have your boobs out all the time, but if that's what you want to do, don't let those haters tell you how to live your life. And lastly, I saved a good one for you guys. This kind of comes from my personal experience working in the industry, going to castings and auditions, to like host shows, and how it relates to the fashion industry, that I've been kind of picked to like do some fashion related content for like TV or different outlets and stuff like that. Now you have to put your social media numbers every time you have to audition. But I just think it's unfair for somebody that maybe went to journalism school, that has had, you know, 10, 15 years of experience broadcasting and interviewing and has these amazing skills, and they have 200 Instagram followers. I'm not saying that it's completely impossible for them to get the job, but they're not, you know, they're not really going to be considered for their skill. Right now it's just such a big shift in like fashion industry and modeling industry. Well, it's kind of the same thing. I see a lot of girls that are incredible and they can't book certain jobs because girls with bigger followers will take them. And I'm not saying because I have a lot of followers on my social medias I can just walk in anywhere and just get the job just like that. Of course, the best person's gonna take it, but it definitely will be influenced whether you do have a social media presence, which I feel like before it was unprecedented. Whoever was the best at what they were doing is who was gonna get the job. So yeah, so those are kind of the biggest problems and lies in the fashion industry. If you guys have any more that you can think of, leave them in the comments below, and also leave more suggested topics for the series, and let me know if you have personally been victimized by the fashion industry in any way, shape, or form, or working in retail or anything like that. I would love to hear your experiences and your stories. So don't forget to give this video a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'm gonna start doing a video every Friday, which is gonna be Cocktails with Evie every single Friday, and a video on Tuesday, and possibly another bonus video. I mean, I don't want to overpromise, but I already have everything pre-filmed and pre-planned, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys happy Friday, and I love you very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!